not a scenario. Okay. And we are able to relate and we are able to retrieve those historical information also by using this chat GPT. I'll have a proof for each and everything that I will show you one by one. And for it is very much useful for assisting with academic projects too. And in order to write my proposals, so what is the research design I need to adapt for getting fund from UGC? And what kind of proposal I have to draft in order to get a sponsor from ICSSR? If I approach ChatGPT is able to provide a solution for that. Okay. So this is what the important thing. We can make use of this ChatGPT, and to make it to basic stuff, you need to be smart. How smart enough you are to get very good information from ChatGPT. For example, in which role you are going to train, or in which role you are going to adapt as a ChatGPT as a one of the assistive tool. For example, you can play the role as a teacher, you can play the role as a coach, expert, a professional, or a tutor. So in this way, what kind of role you are going to take it up and you are going to make use of it, that makes a sense to get a relevant information from this ChatGPT tool. Okay. And what are the restrictions we have? For example, if you are asking something any beyond that, what a human can think, for example, it's a lack of critical thinking and primary source verification, and limited, because as I told you, this content is updated till September 2021. The content is very much limited to the particular period. So the updation you cannot expect from the fraction of second of past is not possible here. And we cannot expect any lab work from this ChatGPT. And plagiarism, I want to speak certain words about this plagiarism. The content which you are getting from ChatGPT is, again, this organized, extracted content from various search engine and subject directories from the internet. It's again, in order to find from where you have copied the content, from which AI tool you have copied the content, that is also detectable. There are so many AI detectors are available. I can tell you very clearly. If you want to write a paper by using ChatGPT alone, in some of the paper published in Springer, they have given a credit as ChatGPT as a second author. Even they have created a very good paper by using ChatGPT, and they have given a credit as ChatGPT as a second author too. There is a paper in Springer which you can always access. You try that. Even though that content is also a copied content, we are able to detect how much percentage is getting copied from ChatGPT. There are so many AI detective plagiarism tools are available in the internet forum here. So you cannot copy the content just like from ChatGPT. So based on your requirement and based on the need, you can get the basic idea from ChatGPT, and you have to apply your human intelligence and you have to draft according to that. No, don't copy the content as like the ChatGPT gives the content. It's again gives the issue for you. And emotional and interpersonal skills are lacking. You cannot expect any emotional and interpersonal skills from the machine-based tool here. And what are all the specific tasks you can make use of this ChatGPT is, like you can write a headline, you can prepare an article, you can prepare an essay, and you can prepare an email consequence. For example, within a fraction of time, students are able to prepare an article. The only thing is they need to know what kind of prompt has to be given, and with a detailed manner, if they know that, they are able to write an article, and they can write an essay too. And according after that, even it will create an email reply also. Email sequence is also possible. Without the presence of the email writer, it will give a reply based on the content which is comes to you. It will read the content, and based on that, it will answer and it will reply to the content. We have both edges here. One positive edges is also the negative edges. So you cannot express your human thought at that time what you have, but this AI tool can read the content and it will give an answer to, like, for example, What are the information you have feed it, based on that it will give a reply. You cannot expect anything emotional or anything which is getting logical. And you can do summary and analysis also. ChatGPT can be used for doing analysis and also getting summary. For example, as a researcher, I am doing research on some topic. I want to know the review of literature summary. And moreover, I want to get the relevant literature for a particular topic. For in that context, this AI-based tool is really very much helpful to get the related literature on the particular concept what you want to understand, and by chronologically, and also it will give a summary of that too. Many a times, this is a area where the most percentage and a percentage of plagiarism occurs, right? Whenever you are writing a paper, whenever you are writing a thesis or article, like the portion of plagiarism happens in the area called review of literature. So that can be checked and analyzed by using this tool called ChatGPT. Again, this ChatGPT creators are very clear. They have given in their homepage itself what is the strength and weakness of their platform. Before going to browse, you just go with that. What is the capability they have and what are the limitations they have with ChatGPT? For example, remember what user said earlier in the conversation, that is a capability because it has the whole history of yours. Based on the history, it will retrieve the information for you. It allows the user to provide a follow-up corrections also. And it is trained to decline inappropriate requests. For example, you cannot give any unnecessary prompt. The prompt should be very clear. And it has the limitations of may occasionally generate incorrect information and may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. And it was updated till 2021. After that, there is no updation. So these are the limitations they have. And this is a clarity they have given. Now I can tell you here, if I want to know, are you take the role that I give you now? Are you okay? It will give what is the role you want to, and it is able to write a very good essay for you and what are the skill set I need to develop. So if you ask them, it is able to give you a right answers for you. And prompts make a difference. Giving a detailed prompt is a better than giving a short one that is unclear. Instead of writing a lot of sentences to get information, your prompt should be very clear and concise so that you will be getting a relevant answers with some logical reasoning. For an example, okay. For an example, for an academician, so what is the significance of ChatGPT we can expect for education purpose? For example, individual guidance to learners, prompt self-learning, and responses from previous conversations can be retrieved out. And it analyzes the capacity of a person and gives a personalized suggestion also. Your prompt should be in this way. And it customizes the content according to the user need and level. It is also there in Google, but it is in a next context and next level here. And it tracks the progress too. It gives a clear-cut explanation, clarification, and you can do a practice questions. All these are possible here. For example, if you give a prompt like, can you explain the concept of human library? It is able to give you what exactly the human library is, which you cannot get as much prompt in Google. Google can give you something about human library, but ChatGPT can give you a clear-cut, concise idea about what you have asked to that platform. Okay, and the teachers can integrate ChatGPT into online learning platforms or classroom tools to offer online demand support. For example, it provides a quick response with the direct answers that the students can read in real time, and you can conduct quiz for them, and it provides a feedback on student work and suggestions for their improvement, and it can be used to create MCQs from a paragraph. For example, if you are teaching I want to know whether the students are able to understand what I have taught. Immediately, I can run a quiz for them. I have given a prompt like, can you provide or write 100 MCQ questions with answers from the paragraph of human books, which has been created by using the tool. So immediately it is able to generate 10 multiple choice questions with answers. So that can be tested with the student community. So this is the option you are able to get it. And you can ask me a question like for Tamil language teachers. So is there any, we are able to do that? Yes. Even you can type here like, can you write 10 MCQ questions in Tamil on the topic modern literature or ancient literature? It is able to generate in Tamil. தமிழ்ல உங்களால ஒரு 10 MCQ கொஸ்டின் 10 இல்ல எவ்வளவு கொஸ்டின்ஸ்னாலும் உங்களால எடுக்க முடியும். ஸோ அதுக்கான நிறைய பேர் என்ன கேட்கிறோம்னா சார் தமிழ்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணுமா, ஹிந்தியில ஒர்க் பண்ணுமா, பிரெஞ்சுல யூஸ் ஆகுமா? எஸ், உங்களுக்கு என்ன லாங்குவேஜ்ல வேணுமோ, திஸ் இஸ் அ லாங்குவேஜ் பயாஸ்ட். என்ன லாங்குவேஜ்ல வேணுமோ அந்த லாங்குவேஜ்ல இட் இஸ் ஏபிள் டு ஜென்ரேட் அ questions and prompts for you, right? And this OpenAI chatbot can be used for research assistant. In which way? In order to generate a problem statement, and it is able to give a research guidance. It helps to create a research design. So how my research design for this topic should be, that can be get it out from ChatGPT, and you can generate your content. You can do proofreading and editing, and even you can do data analysis. It can be given a very good idea on how to present the topic. So all these are expected from ChatGPT in the area called research assistance. That is also possible here. For example, I have written a code like act as a statistical tool and follow my comments. Find the maximum and least article produced by the institutions in India. It is able to write some institutions which are all published a very good number of articles starting from largest to smallest. And now I am asking again, I am just regenerating the data. Based on the provided data, the maximum and least produced affiliations can be listed out. That is also I am able to get a tool. Like this, I am able to do a statistic analysis by using this tool. Here, it's very clear-cut statement. In essence, all the statements that prompts you give. For example, that's a difference between asking, what is theoretical computer science? And this is the general question I can give it to ChatGPT. Otherwise, I can do in another way. I want to learn about theoretical computer science. Explain briefly what theoretical computer science is and identify and share the top 20% of learning from this topic. That will help me to understand the remaining 80% of the topic. So I'm giving a clear-cut prompt here, what actually I'm expecting. If I give the basic prompt, I'm able to see a result of what is theoretical computer science in that way. And moreover, if I am getting a result in detail like this, if I used for 80-20 principle, it clearly tells me what is this computational theoretical computer sciences and how it is going to be adapted. And it is give me a very good clear-cut idea like 80-20 principle here. In this way, if your prompt is very clear enough, then you will be getting a very clear-cut result by using this ChatGPT. For example, this is the result here, right? And the former is so basic, however, the later would be helpful for the depth of research, while clear prompts gives a clear results. Okay, you can see here. I want to, can we give some recommendations with the relevant books for theoretical computer science? I want to get what are all the books can be referred for this particular topic. I'm able to see the list of very good references and list of good books for my future reading. So that is also possible, as I told you already. And this is something interesting. Sir, I want to create a website, but I don't have any technical knowledge. Is it possible to do that? Yeah, is it possible? Even in which programming language you want to create a website, whether you want to create a website by using Cascade coding or PHP or Perl, whatever it may be. If you give a clear-cut prompt here like this, you are able to create your own website, which is very much professional. So that option is also here. Without having any technical aspect, you are able to create a website like this. You can see here, you can copy the prompt and you can copy the codings and you can do that. So clear explanations follow each and every steps, and you're able to do that like this. You are able to, even you can do it in MySQL, Apache, Tomcat databases also can be used for this thing. And as I told you, if you want to understand the history and timeline, I have tried with this, like create a clear timeline of World War II. So in World War, what happened by time to time? I just want to know. And what are all the key factors happen? What are all the key figures or images are available with that? So I am able to get this. You see here, I just asked a question like in World War II, what is the clear timeline? It's giving you in September 1, what happened? In 1940, what happened? So what is the key figure? It was matched with the particular prompt which I have requested. All these are very clear cut and perfectly matched with, and we are able to get it within a fraction of a second. You can see here. And this is again top one adding to this biography of with a detailed timeline. We want to know the brief biography of some personality. That is also possible here. Even some of the personalities with for to whom we don't have access, to whom we are not able to get some reference material, for them and all, we are able to get a prompt biography from here. And this can be used to create a table of values with a proper graph like this. I can mention here, create a table of values from y is equal to x in the range of yx is equal to -5 to 5. You are able to see how it clearly creates a value of table and graphs here. And the same question can be asked in 3 different prompts. That is also possible. How to create a mathematical formula? Many of us are having a doubt like, sir, are we able to create a mathematical formula? Whenever I am copying or whenever I am using any mathematical formula in my thesis or in my article, it is reflecting as a copied content. How to avoid that? So it can be analyzed in a different way. So 3 different prompts can be used with a 3 different perspective. So this is the way you can do that. And many of us are doing a strategy like we will convert the particular formula and create it as an image, and we are pasting the image, and we thought that the images cannot be detectable. So in that way, we are using the mathematical formulas in our papers. But right now that is not required. By using this ChatGPT, it can be done. So this is the way. So in which way you want to make use of the same formula with a various perspective, that can be done here like this. And this is for the mathematical teachers. You can make use of this. Okay. And out of ideas for your academic project, we need a push. Okay, can I help the various academic project? For what are all the project it can be used? ChatGPT can be used. It can be used for research assistance, for idea generation, for content creation, and for proofreading and editing is also possible here. You can cite a proper source, and you can do the concept explanation. You can do programming and coding, and you can take help for deriving the mathematical formulas and also creating an outline. So for this purpose and all, it can be. Yeah. Any doubts after this? Dear participants, do you have any doubts?
No, sir, you can proceed.
Yeah. So the caution here I just want to mention is ChatGPT ought to be used only for a push, not to do the entire project. So when the moment I used to take classes on plagiarism, I used to say that by using punctuation marks, you can avoid plagiarism, which doesn't mean that if you are using double quotes, so it won't comes under plag, I used to say. Then the next question will come. Shall we put the whole article in a double quotes? It won't comes in plag. That is not the scenario here. It's like a push. So at what extent you are supposed to make use of the punctuation mark, there is a limit. As like ChatGPT gives the overall idea. The rest of the thing, it helps you to generate the content. It helps you to do the proofreading, and it helps you to do all the organizing the references is all possible. But you cannot make use of this ChatGPT for the whole content. That is not ethical part 2, right? And now I'll come to the part like how to do API integration here, application programming interface. So shall I make use of this ChatGPT can be integrated with MS Office tools like MS Excel and MS PowerPoint, and also with MS Word. Yeah, you are able to create a API key like this, application programming interface, or the channels for the two software components to communicate with each other, and they can create a protocol and it can be generated. This API integration is possible for MS Word, MS Excel, and MS PowerPoint. How to do that? This is the way. So if you are using Microsoft 365, then you can make use of this add-in application. By using this add-in application, you are able to get add-ins. Here, you are able to find a ChatGPT integration for MS Word, MS Excel, and MS PowerPoint. So this is the way you can do that. Are you able to see here? So this is the way you are able to do that. And by using this, you can do that. For PowerPoint can also be that. And first log into how to generate API key to integration. First log into OpenAI website, click on view API keys from your personal button, click on create new secret key, and copy the key once the key is generated. Okay, and you can make use of this key here like this, and you are able to generate the key, and that can be downloaded and pasted in the site here. So this is the way you can do that. Now you are able to see the PowerPoint is getting integrated and the word is getting generated like this. And one more add-in application is like there is like Ghostwriter. This Ghostwriter is also the add-in application available when you are making use of Microsoft 365 application. If you are using MS Office 365 application, this is can be added as one of the plugin, and it can be very much useful for you to do the content writing and content development. You can see here like this. Okay, this is the way. Just by giving a prompt, it is able to write a content for you. And even for MS PowerPoint also, you can make use of this like. Okay, the same way what we have done, the same thing we have to do, right? And this is for even we are able to generate PPT. We can request ChatGPT to generate a PPT. Can you generate a PowerPoint presentation with the 20 slides for the topic, like you just mentioned the topic? It is able to generate a PowerPoint presentation with the number of slides which you have requested. That is also possible in ChatGPT. So writing content, creating a PowerPoint presentation, and getting question and answers, all these are possible by using this ChatGPT apart from research assistants. Okay. And when we talk about this, all these content, I need to talk about ethical part here. We need to do this free for 3 months. After that, it has to be generated again. And the people, those who are using Apple devices, for them, the integrating with Apple series is also possible. You can make use of these tools and you can do that. And I'll come to the consequence part here. ChatGPT is absolutely is a resourceful platform, no doubt about that, for researchers and students to get some sort of idea to generate. And it is a transformative device which is getting from conventional educational limitations to provide evaluationary learning part. That's 100% true. It is a proven educational research companion, no doubt about that. And it is adaptable and accessible to cater diverse need of learning style. Okay, we are able to create content, we are able to create audio content, whatever you want, that is possible here. And it is having a highest level of accuracy with a minimized error. That is true. As I told you, if you use Google, Google will route you to several pages. And even for a single dot, you may get some 1 lakh page of answers in Google. But if you use in ChatGPT, it is not a scenario. You will be routed to the exact information what you're expecting, right? And this is another important thing is it is one of the best large language model LM ever built, and it is like a human-like conversation which is indispensable, and it offers virtual study space for interactive exploration, no doubt about that, and it provides a clear and in-depth understanding of simple and complex subjects too. For example, if I want to know the Laplacian formula for some of the application, how to do that and all, that can be applied here like this. Okay. And some ethical and legal ways to learn ChatGPT is preliminary research and content testing can be done. Proofreading, data analysis, and creating report can be done by using that. And other part is like, okay, ChatGPT is taking over a lot of industries now. Are you going to let it take over you as well? And AI, including ChatGPT, may even replace you someday. What you are going to do about that? These are the questions I just want to raise now. And the only way to ensure that is we are not replaced with ChatGPT or any other AI tools is that to keep our skill set ever updated. That I just taught with this word, the same thing I'm telling you now. We are in the position to updating our skill set. It is not going to replace us because without human intervention, that intelligence is not at all possible. When we are using the word called intelligence, then automatically the human intervention is there. However, to keep yourself aware and updated in this context, we need to know good and bad consequences of ChatGPT in the field of education and research. And there are no shortcuts here. Okay, what should you do then? Build priority and build boundaries. Know your personal ethics to ensure you are legal. And know the technical ethics to ensure the skill upgradation. This is what we need to get it from this presentation. And what are the good and bad consequences we have? Obviously, it is improved efficiency, improved your productivity, and enhances your language learning. That's true. And the bad thing is sometimes it may give misinformation, unethical, plagiarism, unauthentic lethargy. This is also there. And here I will conclude the first part of my presentation is like know your work and know your priorities. Okay. With this, I'll stop my first part of my presentation. Do you have any questions with this part? You can ask me right now. Or if you want to have a live demo also, I can do that. Do you have any questions? You can ask me. Otherwise, I'll go for the next presentation.
Participants, if you have any question, you can raise it or you can give the questions in the chat box. Kindly put your questions in the chat box. Sir, please continue with the next presentation.
Yeah, that's better. That final, we will have some questions, then not a problem. Okay. Now I will going to share you some of the information about what are the AI tools are available for teaching and learning exclusively for classroom teaching here. Okay. And screen is visible to you? Is it visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think this Canva is one of the tools which can be used to create a very good videos, images. For example, nowadays people are not even having a thought of going to a desktop publishing application, and we need to have a proprietary tool to design a tool kind of thing. We are able to do our own content. We are able to create our own brochures, our own presentations. All these are possible by using this Canva. Canva is one of the tools which can be used for your purpose. This is the homepage of Canva. This you can make use of this Canva tool for creating your content. Okay, like this. And Copy AI is another AI tool for writing content. It is a tool like it's a ML based tool, machine learning based tool. It creates various type of content, including blog headlines, email, social media content, web copy, and more. For this Copy AI tool can be used. Okay, this is the Copy AI homepage, and it can be used. And Grammarly is a tool which is a generative AI application which helps you to rewrite and which helps do the paraphrasing and it has the limitations of up to 100 prompts can be used. It also helps to detect your flag also. The formality level can also be checked. That is also possible here. So for this purpose, this Grammarly can be used. Okay. And another tool is called Ink. Ink is an SEO focused AI content writing platform. So kindly make a note of this tool, and also I will share this presentation with you so that you can try all these tools and you can feel that which tool is better for your part. Ink is another SEO focused AI tool. It usually helps to generate the blog post, email, and other type of content with the help of artificial intelligence. Like, okay, this is the homepage of Ink tool here. Okay, another tool is called this or Notation AI. Notation AI is another assistant. It helps you to do content writing. You can expect some content suggestions, automated workflows, search enhancement, and language translation. For this purpose and all, you can make use of this Notation AI tool. That really is one of the useful tool for many people here who are all in the teaching learning process. Okay, this is again free tool. So what are the tool I have suggested here? All are free tool which can be used. So you can see here how it works. And WordTune. WordTune is another AI powered writing companion that helps you to understand what to you have to do. For even for example, sentence rewriting, vocabulary enhancement. Many of us are having the problem of what kind of vocabulary can be used on what context. So it can be used as a vocabulary enhancement, tone and style adjustment, and it can be used for predictions. Therefore, that and all you can make use of it. This WordTune can be used. WordTune is another tool. Jenny is another AI writing assistant that helps the students to write faster. So for example, if you want to create an assignment, if you want to do the project at a short span of time, so this is one of the plagiarism free writing tool that we can say. Now, this is one of the familiarizing tool used by the student community, Jenny. Okay. And another tool is like, so this is all the process, how to do and all. So that's what I have done. And Audio Pen. Audio Pen is an app that converts your voice note into a summarized text. You see, even if you are taking classes in your classroom, that can be summarized as a text. For this, it can be used, and many a time we used to make repeated sentences. So, and the mother tongue influence also, it is getting registered over when we deliver a lecture. So all these can be eliminated by using a tool called Audio Pen. So you can test yourself how extent and how excel you are giving a lecture in your classroom, and what can be avoided, what can be improved. That kind of test, self-realizing test can be done by using this Audio Pen application. Okay, you can see here like this. And we are all familiar with Google Assistants anyway, Google Voice Assistant. Apart from that, some new things are available by using this Audio Pen. And Casper AI, this Casper AI is one of the Google Chrome extension that can be used for summarizing the article. For summarizing the article, I can give you some other tools also like Research Rabbit, Litmaps. So these are the some other tools we have to organize your review of literature. You want to know what are the relevant literature available for your research or for your research article. You can make use of the tool called Elicit. You can make use of a tool called Research Rabbit. You can make use of the tool called Connected Papers. So these are the paper poll. These are the some of the tools which you can use for collecting review of literature alone. Like this, this Casper AI is one of the Google Chrome extension which can be applied to create content and summarize an article for your research paper. So that can be used. Okay, this is the homepage for Casper AI. How to add that I have mentioned here. You can see here like this. And Chat PDF. Chat PDF is another AI-based tool. It is very much helpful. So by using this tool, what you can do is you can read, analyze, summarize, and rewrite your PDF document. That is also possible here. So you can ask questions, it will answer to you, and you can do the context generation and all you can do by using this application. Another tool is called Elicit. It is one of the machine learning product we can say. It very much helpful to summarize your review of literature. Many a times in order to organizing your review of literature, we used to copy the content, right? Here it is not at all necessary. Just by giving a keyword, it will organize a lot of references with the various parameters like who has told the concept and what is the core criteria they have discussed, who are all intervened that, what's the summary of the particular article. All these are classified in 3 or 4 different planes. So from that page, you are able to exact and extract what you need exactly. For that, this Elicit can be used. So one of the tool which is very much useful and used by the many of the researchers here right now. Okay, this is another tool is called GLASP. GLASP is one of the Chrome extension again. It is very much helpful for online content capturing with a color highlighting option. So what exactly you need from that, you can get a highlighted content and annotate on YouTube videos also. For this purpose, this GLASP can be used. Okay, this is a homepage of GLASP here. And Lateral. Lateral is another AI-powered application for academician to create and to develop your notes. For note taking, it is one of the good tool I can suggest you. Lateral. By using this tool, you are able to create content with the proper notes. For this can be used. You can have a proper document view and search option. And also you are able to save as a library application. This is a tool you have, the Lateral. And PaperPod. PaperPod is one of the very good application which has been trained by the millions of academic sentences, and professional editors were working on it, and more than 1,300 subject areas are discussed by using in this application called PaperPod. This PaperPod can be used for proofreading purpose. Automated proofreading can be possible, and it also used to detect a plagiarism from which AI-based tool you have copied the content. And also you can have a proper contextual suggestion and citation and reference formatting by using this PaperPod. Many a time what happens, we are not able to format our paper. By using this kind of tool, you are able to format your paper based on the journal article. Within 3 minutes or 5 minutes time, you are able to format your paper just by giving the journal name. Your whole article is getting formatted within 5 minutes of time. For that, this kind of PaperPod and site typeset, these kind of tools can be referred and used. And Coolbot, I think many are you already using this Coolbot application. Coolbot is nothing but a paraphrasing tool. You are already using that. It will do the paraphrasing checker and grammar and style checking. All these are possible by in Coolbot application. I think many are using that. Okay. Another one is called Scholarcy. Scholarcy is a tool which is very much helpful for writing academic papers, and it helps you to create a table and figure. From a table and figure, what is the interpretation you want to summarize? That is possible by using this Scholarcy application. Yeah. Any doubts?
No, sir, no.
Okay. This is a Scholarcy is one of the application which can be used to summarize the data, summarize the content from a given table and figure. And it also suggests the proper background reading, and it gives a reference summary from the article which you have uploaded. For that, this Scholarcy can be used. You can see here like this. Okay. It will give, I have uploaded our own article here. From that article, so it gives the idea. And SciSpace is another AI-based application which can be used. It gives a very good automated literature review. Okay. And also it is very much useful for organizing all your references. SciSpace that can be used here. And it also helps to format your paper. So you can make use of it. Okay. And obviously I will share the PPT, nothing to worry about that. And another tools which is very much interesting for you people is like There are so many interesting tools you can apply for creating some interesting teaching pedagogy. For example, if you are teaching social science, if you are teaching literature, the Shakespeare want to teach a drama to a student. Is it possible? No, right? But because of this AI application, you can teach a literature by using a literature character. Shakespeare can teach a drama to your students, and William Wordsworth can sing a poem for your students. Likewise, we are even Abdul Kalam can teach a lesson on astrophysics. Okay, this is what this AI-based tool here. In hands of the creators of AI becomes a paintbrush, a musical instrument, a pen accompanying a human ingenuity. For example, I am going to tell you how to make use of AI application for creating a music without having any musical knowledge. You can operate on musical instruments without having any application on generating a technical presentation. You can do that, and all this will be discussed now in this PPT, in this presentation now. Okay. For example, I can create this presentation for the purpose of it. We are make use of several tools for data repairing, presentation, creating presentation. Instead of having only Microsoft PowerPoint, there are so many other tools are available to create your PowerPoint presentation, to create a color palette, to create a virtual event assistant, to create a short movie. Without having any technical knowledge, you can create. You no need to have any multimedia skills. You are able to create your own virtual short movie by using AI tools. And you can do video editing by using the tool. Analytics can be done. Designing can be done. Musical composition can be done. You can compose a music as like Ilayaraja. Okay, it's possible. I can tell you how to do that. Music generation is possible. You can create your own image. Many times, we are all comes under the category of plagiarizer with respect to the image. We are not creating anything new. As like what is available in Google image, we are just copying and pasting the images, right? But you can create your own image. There are so many tools are available for creating image and workflows and flow charts. You can do that. And you can do the content summarization also. And SciSpace is a tool which can be used for research, as I told you. And Gamma is a tool which can be used for analysis. For having a very good analysis, this Gamma tool can be used. Okay, this is a tool. And Scholarcy, as I told you, Paperpal, Jenny, and these are tools which I have told you already, right? And if you want to have a very good design for your video editing or creating your presentation, so design is one of the AI based tool. You can make use of it to create your presentation. By using this tool, you can have a wonderful presentation template instead of searching in Google. You see here how a presentation can be made with a proper template. And VPIC is another AI based application through which you can develop your presentation in a wonderful way. You see here. And I want to have a Hotman and Iron Man or Spider-Man with a wonderful rose in his head. So this kind of pedagogy methodology can make the student to be very much closer and focused with you. So that are possible. I can search to by using a tool called AI Image Editor. I have typed like a beautiful flower in Iron Man. So Iron Man with a proper flower image, it retrieves. So I can make use of this image here. As like AI drum machine. AI drum machine is one of the innovative music composition tool. These are all a freely available tool I am discussing about. So this freely available music composition tool can be used. So whatever the music you want to generate, you can generate. You can become a musician. So for example, whenever you are creating a presentation, the background, the presentation music can be developed by you. So you can copyright that also. Okay, you can see here like this. So it is very simple. You no need to have any Shruti or Laya and all. It's not at all required. You can create your own song. You can be a composer and you can create a sing maker. And another tool for music composition is called IVA. IVA is another AI-powered music composition tool that can be used for creating original music and composition like this. Okay, we have created a lot of musical composition like this. Without having any knowledge of music, I can do that. And this is a tool like, you can do photos shoot digitally. Nowadays, we no need to have any professional photograph and all. You can create your own photographic technique by using a tool called Flare. Flare.ai is one of the tool which is very much helpful to develop a very good photography tool here. Like this, you can see here how they are developing a content like this. So you can create your own short video like this. And auto draw. Auto draw is one of the tool which can be used to create any process, any flow charts. So you can create your own images for your explaining your classroom teaching. So that is possible. You can create a very good mind map for your classroom teaching by using the tool called auto draw. You see here. And this tool is also having a multimedia application. If I want to explain about something on big data analytics, there is an option called search from web related to big data. It will give a picture to you and you can develop like this. And another tool is called ClickDrop. ClickDrop is a tool which is very much helpful for processing an image. For image processing and all, you can make use of this ClickDrop tool here. It is very much helpful to accurately extract and enhances content and converts as an image, and graphical design can be done by using this tool called ClickDrop. You can see here. So I can make use of this reimagine the plants like Blue Boomi. Boomi is a tool which can be used for musical composition again. You can see here. And Microsoft Designer, which we have never tried in Microsoft. Even in Microsoft, there is a AI tool called Microsoft Designer that can also be used for creating any graphical images. You can see here whether the lunar is having a different structure if you want to discuss. Now we are all talking about Chandrayan's moon, right? But apart from that, you want to create something called in moon, what is the outer layer? If you want to get that and all, we can generate like this. Okay. And people, I can share with you some of the images like grandma is preparing vada in moonlight. So that kind of images can be created by using this tool called Designer. Okay. There are so many memes are coming out by using this tools only. And Tome is one of the very good tool to create a presentation. If you want to create a PowerPoint presentation within a fraction of a second, you can make use of this application called Tome. It is so much professional and it is looking like a very good business intelligence PowerPoint presentation. So for that, you can make use of this application called Tome. You can see here for what purpose you want to create this application, you can do and you can make use of it. And Dectopus. Dectopus is another representation tool which you can make use of it. It's a freely available tool. It can create a very good PowerPoint slides for you. Okay, like this. I can type like history of Rome and it can be able to create. And another AI powered color palette generator is called Color Mind. I can make use of a different color schemas can be selected for my presentations and I can do that. And Deep Dream Generator. Deep Dream Generator is a tool which can be used for various applications, right? What? Ma'am, is it? Yeah, we can do that now. We can do that. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Okay, like this. For example, Shakespeare is with some of the guy which who want to be with us. That is also possible here, right? And runway is another application we can do. Dale is a groundbreaking application, open AI application for image generation. So what are the tool I am sharing with you is for image generation. You can create your own image, simplify, in video, pitch. Okay, you can see here how people are creating their brand images like this. Color maker, Mellow Bytes, like. Okay, you can create a short movie. For that, there is a tool called Mellow Bytes. By using this Mellow Byte application, you can create a short video. accurate music and all, sound draw. Okay, these are the various tools we can discuss about, like character.ai. This character.ai is some of the very useful and funny application. For example, if you want to know some of the character want to talk with you, talk to your students, you can add their character here, and you can give a content in a page here, and the content will talk as from the character. Like that you can do, and you can create a resume builder also by using several tools here. Okay, resume maker, resume site, Canva. So these are the some of the tools are available. Sophie. Okay, these are some of the tools in the Synthesia. Okay, and by using the Synthesia only in Odisha, one of the news channel has created a news reader. This is a tool which we can select an image whom want to read the news, and you can paste the content here, so that will read a news. Like that we can create the script, logo and all. So these are some of the applications we have, and I think this is the time now. I will open this forum for question and answers. Do you have any question and answers? I'm happy to answer here. There are so many AI-based tools or application. If I have discussed around 30% of the tools belonging to AI tool for teaching, learning, and research. At what extent you are going to excel and make use of it's up to you. There are so many tools are available more than this also. Okay. Now the session is open for questions. You can ask questions if you have. The forum is open. Please.
Dear professors, if you have any question, kindly post it in the chat box.
Regarding the presentation, obviously I'll share the PPT, nothing to worry. I'll share this PPT. Do you have any questions, professors? I think with the short span of time, it is a blast of messages here, number of tools we have explained. When we do as a workshop now, then you are able to, once you are exploring all the tools by tool by tool, then you will get a very good experience and you can feel that. Now I can give you the list of tools available for various purposes. That only I have given here. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Sir, we have not got any questions.
Okay, thank you. Then at this juncture, I'd like to thank the organizer for arranging specifically for faculty. This is a main thing the institution is taking as an innovative step here. If it is the faculty, from the faculty, it will reach all the students. So this is a nice initiative. I'd like to.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Feedback form link will be shared in the chat box. Dear professors, kindly fill it to avail your certificates. Feedback form link will be shared in the chat box. And after the vote of thanks, kindly on your camera and we shall have a group photo. Now I call upon Dr. K. Vinita, Librarian, Ambassador IIC, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Priyanka. I'm happy to thank the administrative pillars of San Maris College, Dr. Sister Jessie Fernando, IIC President and Principal of our college, Dr. Sister C. Shibana, IIC Vice President, Secretary of our college, for the constant support and motivation. Thank you, sisters. I would like to thank Ms. Amora, convener of IIC, for collaborating in this workshop on ChatGPT. Thank you, ma'am. My wholehearted thanks goes to Dr. Armugam, Librarian, PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, for sharing his expertise on the topic ChatGPT and other AI tools in the classroom teaching as well as research. Right from the difference between Chat 3.5, chat GPT 3.5 to 4. He has been explaining on all the free AI, possible free AI tools such as Ink, Word, Tune, Paperpal, etc. Thank you, sir. Thanks, dear professors, for showing interest in learning, unlearning, and relearning, which is the need of the hour. My sincere thanks goes to the working committee who always coordinate with me, be it offline or online mode. Together we can. Thank you. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the technical team for connecting with us through the online mode. Have a great evening, professors. The feedback link is on the chat box. Please fill them up. It will be open for next 15 minutes. Thank you.
Dear professors, kindly switch on your camera for the group photo.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, Armugam, sir. Thank you, teachers. We shall wind now. The feedback
Thank you,
link
ma'am.
is open for next 15 minutes. Please make use of it to get your certificates.
Oh. Very good.
Umbo.